Nice go.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Adam Jensen. Agent Jensen, we're wanting Dr. Rosette's office. Agent Jensen, Dr. Rosette's office. I highly doubt whoever did this is not probably targeted in review.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
It's like you said. They shot first, so I took care of it.
Oh, okay. Good. They had it coming.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy. Hey, Jensen, what do you know?
Things got pretty hairy in July.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-Aug extremists attacked the company?
I may not have chosen to be augmented, Doctor. But I'm alive today because of it.
And living in a world where people fear and hate the augmented. You know, in the eyes of society, you've become the enemy, Adam. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? This isn't about Augs versus Naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Rucker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Wonder what those lasers are protecting. Attacks.
Видишь там?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Я говорю, наружу только насквозь. What do you mean? You think he'd make a better capo? Mr. Nicolazzi, he is a great man. His family, it is where it is.
Let's make some money.
Because of him. Ну и нахрена ты так,
What do you expect? The Diwali family has lost a lot of respect in the last few years.
Ah, what do you know of anything? Так ты согласен с тем, что босс вчера сказал? I'm busy. Oh my God! Stop searching! We're going to find him. No!
Cheapskates in must.
In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between the collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the ever-revolution wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Vegas. Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable data
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized black box recorder suggests
You hear that noise?
Let's see what it was. Ty máš vlastní frontu, Blackovko.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan Aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
You looking for permit? Get rid of those strangers. Wonder what that Vano guy was. You looking for permit? Not know why I never get to work the checkpoint.
This area is restricted to you, Aug.
Get out of here, Flag.
She'll come around. Over there! You are here squeaking? Hey, why don't you just go fuck yourself? Follow me, asshole!
No, we just let him out.
My Mamochka fights better than you! The freak died!
There's only one way this is going to end.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
If you... Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
Looks like an old toy factory to me. Except something tells me it's not toys you make here.
This is Drahomir's place. The men outside are his men. They use it to... well, to run whatever scam they have going at the time.
And what scam do they have going right now?
Documents. I make forgeries for Drahomir and his men. Fake permits and passports and police credentials. Whatever he wants, or whatever he thinks he can push on people. Basically, if Drahomir tells me to make it, I make it.
So it's a forgery ring, and you're pretty much at the heart of it.
Makes me sound like a ringleader. Milena is no ringleader. I'm not very good at saying no to people who point guns at me.
How did you get mixed up with these scam artists?
I started forging documents to help my friends. There were people in my life I didn't want to lose. To watch someone get displaced just because they are augmented.
Displaced to the Illuminate complex, Gollum City.
There are people there who do not deserve to be. They are sent to hell simply because their permits aren't up to date enough.
So you work for these guys because you think it's the right thing to do?
I work for them because they scare me. The men outside, their job is to protect me. Either I fulfill the orders Drahomir throws at me, or he does that whole gun-waving thing. I do not like guns.
What else can you tell me about Drahomir?
He runs a fake police checkpoint with some friends of his. The police credentials I made for them, they are some of my best work. Very convincing. Unfortunately.
So the real cops, they think Drahomir is one of them?
Either that, or he pays them off. They say there is a brotherhood among police officers. I guess it extends even to the fake ones.
Where do I find Drahomir?
He controls a fake police checkpoint just down the street. It is where he stops people and extorts them. Preys on their fears, their desperation. If you're lucky, he charges you some ridiculous amount in exchange for one of my fake docs.
And if you're not lucky?
He will string you along, funnel you into an endless series of promises and payments. For some, it never ends.
And all this happens in broad daylight in the middle of the street?
Amazing what people would tolerate when they are scared. A man with a gun and a fake uniform stops you in the street, tells you you must go somewhere, pay for something. Most people will do whatever he wants. But you are not like most people, are you?
Drahomir is small time compared to the kinds of people I'm after.
Your own kind getting extorted. That is small time to you. If you change your mind, I'll be here. There is nowhere I can go that Drahomir will not find me.
Don't forget.
Doc Larry! Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All Augs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
My documentation's never been a problem before. It's not about to become one now.
You sure about this? I am policeman. You see uniform. You see gun.
You know, now that you mention it, your setup looks a little odd. Budget cuts?
No need to insult us. Times are difficult for a regional document checking police. But fact remains, if you continue this way without newest permit, I am legally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification.
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
I know you're not a real cop, and I know the forgeries you sell don't even work anymore. How much longer do you think you can keep this up once people realize you're just a con man?
The Aug permits may not work anymore, but my police credentials, very convincing. Show the right piece of paper here, fill the right pocket there. The cops won't touch me. Not over this.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Elena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
Your days of making offers are done. I didn't come here to negotiate. No more peddling false hope.
Is that right? I think you're all talk. And I think I can prove it. Boom! Keep shooting him, just in case.
Just because what a place doesn't mean he's a real cop. Great.
He showed
Another
me his
one.
credentials.
Getting to be as
They
many
look
clanks
pretty real
here
to
as in
me.
Gollum. Bullshit. The guy's a scam artist. Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I used to be a cop, for what it's worth.
Let me guess. Not in Prague. And not since the incident.
In America. Detroit, a long time ago.
I envy you. I look forward to the day that I can say I used to be a cop. A long time ago.
That bad?
If I could do it again, I would be a fireman. No one looks into a fire and thinks, shit, does this one really deserve it? You can just follow orders and feel good about it.
I recently heard something about a fake checkpoint. Apparently there's a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Drahomir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Drahomir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring. You have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. Official police business now. Stay out of it. Time to shut it down, Rahomir!
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drach. Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
I bought your back, Bracho. Let's check it out.
Fingernails.
Hypothermia.
Oh, fuck.
Jak se plekáči, než se rozhodl?
Poču pisa.
Hajde leze do řití a dostat. Nepomíši.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower, too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its Aug problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-Aug.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vessel Life, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
All right, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet, the only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.